Cut the music. And welcome to the Pugilist Circle, the official Pugilist Circle broadcast. I'm your humble host, Coach T, and let's get right into it. I continue to be amazed by this new crop of young fighters, and Shakur Stevenson definitely did not disappoint us. He actually got a first-round knockout. I did not see that coming at all. It goes back to what I was saying before in my previous video about Stevenson having great speed along with deceptive power. Again, welcome to the pros, young sir, and Coach T is definitely a big fan of yours. And next we got to see Marcelo versus Beltran, and round one was wild and crazy. Marcelo started out landing nice right hands, but coming in with his head and headbutts Beltran, and Beltran goes down. I'm still looking for someone to explain to me how in the world that was counted as a knockdown. Beltran got up and didn't complain, but both fighters had bad cuts that definitely got the doctor's attention. Then Beltran landed a clean right hand that dropped Marcelo. And again, I'm sorry, but will somebody please explain to me how that was not counted as a knockdown? But anyway, round two, Marcelo goes for the feint looking to catch a jab, and Beltran landed a clean left hook that dropped him, and Marcelo was asleep before he hit the floor. Brutal shot. He was out for at least a couple minutes, and the way he hit his head on the canvas, they had to bring out the neck brace and a gurney for him. You really don't wish that on any fighter, and I hope Marcelo makes a full and quick recovery. Moving on to the main event, and my most anticipated fight of the night, Terence T-Bud Crawford versus the Dominican Felix Diaz. In round one, Bud started southpaw and stayed that way for the whole fight. My goodness, but he opened up with a good quick combination, setting the tone and controlling Diaz with a good technical jab. Diaz did manage to get inside and landed a few good hooks, but Crawford danced around him, showing good movement. 10-9 round for Crawford. Round two, Diaz was a bit wild with more hooks and a non-existent jab, while Crawford started picking and popping, choosing his punches carefully and landing good straight lefts with good movement and keeping a strong jab in his face. Diaz did land another good right hook at the end of the round, but it still wasn't enough, so 10-9 round for Crawford. Round three, Crawford still showed good movement, keeping that southpaw jab in the face of Diaz, and I honestly thought Diaz started to get a bit more sloppy, selling out to get inside, but T-Bud only got more confident and landed a beautiful right hook, left straight combination, and then a left straight, right hook combination. Just beautiful. But he went back to boxing for a brief moment and landed hard uppercuts at the end of the round. Another 10-9 round for Crawford. Round four, Diaz was a bit more aggressive, landing good right hooks on the inside, but Crawford landed a beautiful right uppercut and got back to jabbing, and in my opinion, he stole that round. There were good hooks by Diaz, but it just wasn't enough, so 10-9 round for Crawford. Round five, T-Bud started controlling the pace with good jabs and landing a beautiful lead right uppercut, just out jabbing Diaz, and Diaz was only throwing sloppy hooks. He landed a few, but still, 10-9 round for Crawford. Round six, T-Bud started showing out, slipping one jab, throwing four in return, talking smack, telling Diaz to keep coming forward, popping him with jabs and straight left hands, throwing quick combinations. Another round for Crawford. Round seven, T-Bud started snapping his head back with hard jabs, and Diaz did land a hard left that got T-Bud's attention, and they both started talking and taunting each other. It was a good round for Diaz, but again, just not enough. So 10-9 round for Crawford. Round 8 was more the same. Diaz catching hard right hooks and straight left hands and uppercuts and body shots. 10-9 slaughter fest for Crawford. In round 9, Crawford landed a beautiful 1-2, and Diaz looked hurt, slowing down, just covering up, and T-Bud began to walk him down, throwing hard shots behind the guard, keeping Diaz defensive. Another round for Crawford. Round 10, the doctors finally started looking at Diaz. He was looking woozy and losing confidence. T-Bud started tapping him on the head and playing with him and just humiliated him. And T-Bud landed uppercuts and hooks, and I was yelling at the TV, throw the damn towel. At the end of the round, the corner finally stopped the fight. So good win for T-Bud Crawford by TKO, and an excellent night of fights from top to bottom. This is what it's all about. And this concludes today's broadcast of the Pugilist Circle. the official Pugilist Circle Fight Talk. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. From your host, Coach T, stay blessed.